Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector with casual takes. And in this segment of Mythic Legions reviews and kits, I am showcasing the Maxbird Forge Knight. I believe it's the Valiant Knight kit, right? As you can see, one of them's already dressed. I wanted to test it out before I do a demo video for y'all how to put this sucker on. Yeah, I saw the pictures and I was just so in love with this kit. But so this is what it comes in. I ordered like a bunch. I can't wait till when the Silver Knights come. That was my vision, to make sure that the Silver Knights and these guys got them too, because the Silver Knights have red plume feathers that I think would make sense with this kit. It would look good. The new stuff that Mythic Legions have been doing have been really good as far as soft goods when it comes to their figs. And I'm like, okay, it's time to upgrade some of the stuff that I do have so that it matches that same energy and aesthetic. Okay, for example, the soft goods on our guy over here look so good. It just made like the older figures look like, oh, I hate to say it, but it so looks so good. It made the rest look kind of like trash. Like, dude, y'all look like bad toys, inferior toys now. See, soft goods on these things make it look so gosh dang good that I was like, oh man, the bar has to be raised. And I'm going to show y'all a sneak peek of a video I'm going to be doing shortly too. I know the yeah, you guys get what I'm doing. Like, this guy was missing the top, but I decided I was going to get him a kit to make sure that he had a top so that he would match, right? But that video is coming shortly at some point soon, okay? But yeah, so the Valiant Knights, this is what they come stock, all right? You know, you guys already did the video. I already did the video for the Valiant Knight, and I was like, oh, these things look great on its own as is, right? These are the brand new of the figs that set the tone for the new way of going about things. Like, it's more posable, looks nice, can do much more with this. So now they decided they were good. You know, Maxbird and the Forge Knight team made these kits to make a match, or the energy of the next generation of figs coming in, since most of the new figures all use the Valiant Knight buck, and kits, so that's the more better articulated figures, you know what I'm saying? So all right, so here we go. We'll first start off by, well, one of the criticisms that I had to the Valiant Knight was just how much space is available with the pauldrons on this thing. It looks kind of like too much space compared to, like, say, something like this, right? It's like it hides the shoulder stuff better, right? Well, this kit, what makes it awesome is that once I put that on, it kind of hides that, which to me is a win. You know what I'm saying? It's a good aesthetic look. Yeah, here we go. So let's I'm gonna just take them apart so that we could start putting him together. Now, usually they start from the bottom, then build your way up with these guys, right? So I'm gonna take the pauldrons off. Now, I'm not gonna front. Taking out the pauldrons for Valiant Knight is probably one of the hardest chores for me, because I don't know, it just, for whatever reason, the engineering design makes it so that it feels like it's gonna snap even though it's not, but still. Yeah, you're gonna tip all of this off, right? I know I'm getting my buns kicked by the neck, but you're gonna have to remove it in order to, well, first I guess let's just remove the whole doggone bottom first. Maybe I'll have easier time removing this neck part next without this in the way. Come on. Oop. Well, there you go. It's out. You need to take that out so that you could take this off. Then we're going to put it back in once we put the cloth in, right? Now I got to tell you, one of the things that I never really did with mines, but most of y'all who are more of the experimental type probably remove the shoulders from your figs, right? The whole arm from your fig. This is something that I wasn't used to doing with Mythic, right? You're gonna have to. All right, so here we go. We take this off. We take this off. Then what we're gonna do is put this on. I don't even know what you call it, loincloth or whatever. That gotta go. Then you put this, next, right? And then the thing is, you're gonna want to make sure that you stretch it just so that you could able to put this thing back on here, right? The good news is the hole here makes it so that you can, right? Yes, you can. And then you put this here. You're going to want to make sure that it's low enough so that you can do it like, you can put this back on. All right. You'll probably see me struggle a little bit putting this plastic piece back on, but it's supposed to go back. All right, just there you go. See? All right, now that that's there, you can put this back on. Now I know it's not backwards because this is the butt plate right here. Right? And then yeah, we'll put the top back on once we put this on. Right? The shirt. Now again, you will not be able to put this on with at least both arms. It has to be just one, at least minimum one arm off. It's just, this thing does not have enough stretchability to do it. It just doesn't. Stretchability, elasticity. Your boy Coco has allergies, so please forgive me for my sniffling. I try my best not to let my allergic rhinitis bring me down. Yeah, here we go. That lovely kit. Lovely. Oh. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to put the arm back on. All right, cool. Then you're going to want to put this neck piece back on. It's kind of tricksy. There you go. All right, see? Pretty cool. And then, of course, time to put it back in. There you go. Look how good that looks. Well, you might have to use a tweezer to tuck this in between this later on. You know what I mean? It's gotta maneuver your way to making it look pretty, but it doesn't matter because at least in the back, too much especially if you're going to use the cape, that Forge Knight cape, and that nice lion. I guess it's for the the team Leo. Oh gosh, I forget. Well, the lion team. But yeah. So what you want to do next is make sure that you get the cape here and that the pauldrons go on after, I guess like this, and then just find a way to insert it in the back, right? Excuse me. There you go. You gotta just kind of massage your way through the hole. You put it, and then you get it. You get the pauldrons on. Snap it in. There you go. See that? Nice snap. And now, see, because of this, it kind of hides the space a little bit, which I think is better. It does a great way of hiding the space for between the shoulder and the pauldrons, I'd say. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hides that gap pretty good. That's why I love this. One of the reasons I love this kit. Get which way, but either way, here's the neck peg back on. And of course, now that that's on, you get to put the head on. And there you go. Now you got two different versions of the Valiant Knight doing its thing. And here it is with his morning star. So yeah, I got two Valiant Knight kits. Two cloth kits for the Valiant Knight with the lion theme. So yeah, now it's a good look. Now they're looking really dapper with the rest, the rest of the crew. You know what I'm saying? I'd say it's a good look. Now, if I did have one, I won't say gripe or critic, I kind of wish that he just went full on red on the top, not checkered up top. I guess it's cool to match that kind of energy for that, but I really would prefer an option where he just has all of the same color instead too. You know what I mean, but it makes sense given this and inner black, right? So that's a good thing. And I've grown to become a big fan of Maxbird stuff, and I'm hoping that he does more different options, and I'm down to get them. I love variety. And when them Silver Knights come, I have a feeling that this is going to look really good because their feather plumes, is going to match this with the red. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. With the other Valiant Knight kit, I did try to find a way to tuck this in so that it could look, that you don't see the elastic as much using, these kind of tools. But be careful, you don't want to poke a hole on the kit, so you're going to want to make sure you're using something that won't poke a hole as you try to tuck that sucker in to make it look less, obvious. You know what I'm saying? So, right. Yeah. See what I mean? Why the cape is just kind of blocks it up at the front. You want to make sure that it looks sharp. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What do y'all think, folks? Do you think this kid, looks great? I think it looks fantastic. One of the things that I also got recently was the Templar capes. these Templar capes is money, also from Maxbird. They look really good with the Templar Knights, giving them new life. They're a little pricey, $15, but you know, when you're a troop builder, you want to make sure your troops are looking heck of good, right? Now, because of this already comes with this, I didn't need to use that piece on here when I added the shirt on, right? I decided to use the spare here because what's the point? It's just redundant to have extra cloth when you already have this cloth, you know, covering his tunic already covering. So I decided to add it to him, you know, to make him look more distinguished. You know what I mean? Like without, this is him without. This would be essentially the same without the thing, but now that it's there, it kind of gives it a little bit more awesomeness, if you ask me, especially with this. So yeah. All right. So yeah, final thoughts. Great kits. Maxbird, you are the man. I hope to get more from y'all over at the Forge Knight team. They have a bunch of other kits. They have one specifically for him, but I didn't need him to be that fancy. I just wanted him to have a matching shirt, since he doesn't. He already has cloth here, but it was just painted up top. So I was like, man, no, I want to make sure that he gets cloth, soft goods with soft goods to make it look more dapper, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, folks. Well, that is all I got for this segment of Mythic Legions reviews, and in it, well, in this case, the kits reviews by Maxbird, the Valiant Night Edition kit edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector with casual takes. And until the next video, folks, ciao.